These past few years, the hype around the Mentawais in the shoulder and off-season seems to have grown exponentially. As soon as October is around the corner, Instagram gets flooded with clips from the popular resorts in the area, advertising picture-perfect waves in the shoulder to head high range all day, every day. In this video, you are going to see what the average day actually looks like. I am not a business owner in the area, and I am not affiliated with any of them, so hopefully this video will give you an unbiased and trusty perspective of the Mentawai Islands in the off-season. This video was shot in February, which is known to be the calmest month of the year. I would say this is very representative of what I surfed almost every single day of my trip. Some days were smaller and some days were a bit bigger, but on average, I can definitely attest to the claim that the off-season offers surf in the shoulder to head high range very reliably. And believe it or not, this was filmed during a flat spell. Most of the waves in the area were registering waist-high surf and below that day, but there are some very reliable spots like this one, which allow you to surf fun waves even when there is not much activity in the ocean. And in terms of quality, I would also say that this was a pretty average day, to be honest. I will be doing a big aftermath video very soon, but this one already gives you a good baseline as to what to expect from the Mentawais during the off-season. As far as I'm concerned, this was a bad session for me, but the goal of this video is to paint a realistic picture of this place during an increasingly hyped up season, not to showcase my best surfing. So now, I'll let you enjoy the video, and I hope you will like it. Crowd-wise, again, I would say this was the average experience for me. We were about a dozen surfers at the start, and it gradually emptied as the session went on. Some days it was just us in the lineup, and some other days there were over 15 people out there, especially when lots of spots were too small like that day. You might wonder, what's the surfer's profile at this time of the year? Most of the time, just like in this video, I would say about a third of the people out there were advanced, and the remaining 2/3 would be anywhere on the intermediate spectrum. And I would say this statistic rarely changed, regardless of which wave we were surfing. But bear in mind that it was pretty much never overhead, and even then, the waves were very easy to surf. So I've never been in a situation where an intermediate level surfer would really struggle, for example, which is a major selling point of this area during the off-season. This wave right here was what you would find everywhere else that day, waist high and pretty weak. So that's why we went to this spot, because even though we knew it wasn't going to be quiet, we would at least get to catch a few bigger waves than this. I've got to say, nothing feels worse than waiting your turn for 15 minutes just to blow the takeoff when you finally catch a set wave. Though taking off too deep because you don't want someone to try and sneak up on you feels just as bad, to be honest. Like I said, the spot gradually got quieter, and by the time the wind had turned onshore, it was just my mate and I left out there. And that was pretty frequent, to be honest. If you had the right timing, you could actually find empty windows pretty easily. So here it is. That was an average day in the Mentawai, right in the middle of the off season. If you have any question regarding this destination, feel free to write it down in the comment section and I will try my best to answer it. If you have been to the Ments during the off season, I would love to hear about your experience and I'm sure it would be super helpful for anyone planning a trip there in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.